healthy, losing weight, having all the energy you need to do the things you love to do was easy. I think we'd all like that, wouldn't we? If it was easy, everyone would be healthy. And honestly, we wouldn't need doctors and other health professionals to help us to get and stay healthy because everyone would know what to do and we'd be willing to do it, right? All the Facebook ads and the Instagram reels promise a quick fix, especially this time of year, right? We all want to get better and healthy and, make this the best year ever. What if they say, just take this magic potion, eat this one special food, and you're going to achieve your ideal weight and you're going to eliminate all your aches and pains? That's what they tell us. But guess what? It doesn't work that way. So let's explore how it does work. Welcome back. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the account. Welcome. And I am really excited that you're here, especially, it is the beginning of a new year and we all have these plans, right? These plans, these resolutions. I'm Dr. Rita Marie Loscalzo, and here on this channel, this account, we support health and wellness practitioners to know what to do to help people to achieve their best health using food and lifestyle. And we help people who are seeking the health for themselves, hopefully health practitioners are among those too, to know what to do and to achieve your most healthful life. So let's get started. We all know that New Year's resolutions rarely work. We know that if you've made any this year, that most likely by the end of January, kaput, gone, not going to be followed. It's estimated by studies, people that study this stuff, the statisticians, I guess, that only about 10% of people, if that, make it to the end of January with their resolutions. By March, out the window, right? So it's hard to make a resolution. It's hard to say, hey, I'm going to do this, I'm going to change this without having a mindset shift and without having the ability to make a lifestyle change, not just a temporary switch. So if you keep hoping that that latest diet, supplement, or device, that everything is the rage, that everybody is advertising on Facebook or Instagram or wherever, then the marketers have done a great job. But guess what? Guess what? If you believe that you can achieve amazing health and help people who are struggling by taking a 6-week course in health coaching, or even a 6-month course in health coaching, I'm here to say it doesn't work that way. We need to understand how this thing works, how this body works in order to be able to fuel it right, take care of it properly, and guide and support others to do the same. So it's really, really, really important that we take it seriously, that we know that in order to help make the choices that we need to make, that we need to understand how it works inside here. Because when we don't, then it's just somebody, a doctor, a researcher, whoever it might be, telling you what to do. And you're going to go, maybe he's right. Maybe he's wrong. Maybe she's right. Maybe she's wrong. But you don't follow through. What my patients tell me all the time is that they're able to follow through with what I teach them because I explain how it works. I explain it at their level, depending on what their level is, right? So knowing how to do that and knowing how to understand it at a level which says, if I eat this or if I do that, this stuff's going to happen in my body. I had a patient once who had come to me after having had breast cancer and having had treatment for it. And she said, enough. I don't want to go through that again. I want to get healthy. And when she first came to see me, she was struggling. I mean, she was struggling with making the choices she knew she needed to do. But she went through a program with me. It was a 6-month program. And we taught her how it works, how it hurts her when she eats certain things, what happened here and there with the hormones and the fats and the membranes and all that on a level that she got. And at the end of the program, she said to me, "You ruined Cheetos for me." And I'm like, "Excuse me?" I go, "What do you mean?" She said, "I used to go to these events with my friends and they put out the snack foods and I knew they were bad for me. I knew that it wasn't good, but I didn't really know why. And when you explained it, how it affects the fats in your body and how it affects the hormones and how it affects the immune system, I got it. And I can't even look at those Cheetos anymore. I'm not tempted anymore." And that's what I want for you. That's what I want for you, whether you're seeking the health for yourself or if you're a practitioner and you're guiding others. I want you to be able to explain things to people so that they get it. They get why it's not a good idea to eat Cheetos. Right? And she had lost 60 pounds in the interim, right? It wasn't that she just had this whole mindset shift and that she couldn't even bear the thought of eating Cheetos again. She was healthy and lost the excess weight. And chances are very good that she was not at risk anymore, right, for a recurrence. And we know that most people who get over cancer in remission, they're at risk for recurrence. And I don't want that for you. So here's the deal: getting healthy requires you to do the work, including eating right, moving your body, maybe meditating or doing other stress management techniques, moving, avoiding toxic chemicals, avoiding maybe that shampoo that you love, but when you read the ingredients, you're like, whoa, these are not good for me. These are endocrine disruptors, these are immune system disruptors. You have to do the work. Okay. And it's different from person to person, right? What the best diet is, there is no such thing. If someone tells you that there's one universal best diet for everyone, run away. Yeah, there are certain things that everyone should be avoiding. Totally get that. But the amount of carbs, the amount of protein, the amount of fats, the specific foods that people do well with, it varies from person to person. And if you're working with people or you're seeking out a functional practitioner to help you with your health, don't just buy into there's one size fits all. I do programs with people. I take hundreds of people through a program like to balance blood sugar or gut, but we teach them how to customize it for them because we teach them how it works in here and what kind of signs they need to be looking for to know how to vary their diet and vary their exercise program, right? So these are things that are super important. When you understand how your body works and how the food environment and other stressors interact with your body, it's easier to make those choices. It's much easier to make those choices because you're not just thinking, "Oh, I'm going to eat this delicious chocolate cake." You're thinking, it's got this sugar in it, and that's going to cause my blood sugar to go up. Oh, it's got this flour in it, and it's got gluten in it. And I know that every time I eat gluten, I get a gut reaction, and it's destroying the lining of my gut, even if I'm not getting a reaction. When you understand these things, when you understand food and nutrients and how they affect your body, you're going to make better choices naturally, right? It doesn't work the way that the marketers want you to believe it works. Take this magic pill. There was an example on, I think it was on Facebook, and there was this burger. I thought it looked disgusting. People were saying it looked good. It was like a double decker. It had 3 layers of bread, white bread bun, and it had the meat, and then it had cheese like hanging over the edge. To me, I thought it's a disaster waiting to happen. And but the headline was, if you've been suffering and you can't eat this anymore because your gut's out of balance, we have good news for you. Take this whatever, whatever, whatever to heal your leaky gut. And I got livid. I was so upset. And I wrote in the comments, I said, "Dad, nobody should be eating that garbage. We don't want to take a supplement that's going to let us eat these foods that are destroying our body, even if it gives us temporary relief," right? Temporary relief is not what we're looking for. Right? That's what medicine is all about. They'll give you temporary relief. Go to the drugstore and get the antacid and get the this and get the other thing. It doesn't work that way. The body doesn't work that way. It has specific needs. It has specific things that it needs to have and specific things that it considers toxins and creates a hectic environment inside. It doesn't work that way. There's no magic pill. There's no magic solution. There's no magic device that if you put it over your belly, it's going to take away all the pain and make you better. Maybe temporarily, But we have to do the work. We have to make the changes. We have to address the environment. And that's not easy. I'm sorry. I'm here to say. And you may not say, you may click away from this right now because you're like, I want it to be easy, but it's not. And I can't tell you that it is. It's like if you have a car, you go to the dealer and you buy your car, your special car, and they tell you it needs this kind of gasoline and you have to change the oil this often and you have to do this and do that. And there's maintenance to do for it. And if you decide that you want to give your car a treat, or you don't have enough money to buy premium fuel this week, you're going to just put something else in it. You're going to go for diesel because it's cheaper. You're going to go for regular because it's cheaper. Or worse yet, you're like, the car needs a change of pace. Let's just put Crisco oil, or let's put something else that makes no sense. It's not what the car is needing to function at its best. So you've got to make the choices that you want this to function at its best. If you do. Now, if you want to have a miserable life and die at a young age of some miserable disease, like a good percentage of the population, then go ahead. Eat what you want, lounge around, use whatever care products you like that full of endocrine disruptors and immune disruptors. But you can do that and you can have that temporary enjoyment. So we really do have to understand. We really do have to work with this. If all the doctors and all the healthcare professionals and all the health coaches out there understood how the body works, understood it at a deep level, so they know that when you put this in, this happens. When you put that in, that happens. When you see this sign or this symptom, it means that some things are out of balance, and know how to correct it. We would all be healthy, right? We are going to get better results for patients. We're going to get better results for ourselves if we understand the impact of doing a certain thing. You knew when you went to school that if you threw paper airplanes at your friends, you're probably going to get in trouble. And if you did get in trouble once or twice, you probably stopped doing it because you didn't like it. Right? This is how we have to treat this body. We get one going through life, and yeah, there's heart transplants and liver transplants, but let me tell you, those are expensive, dangerous, and the rest of your life you're on transplant medication to prevent rejection, right? We don't want to rely on that. You got to get on lists, and you may or may not get one. Let's just treat it the best we can. The best you can. Make that choice. It's not easy. It doesn't work that way, that there's one thing to do. It doesn't work that way. And I found myself saying it doesn't work that way so many times in conversations with people that's why I decided to do this video. Here's the thing. Every choice you make matters. Every choice impacts how you feel, how you look, the kinds of diseases you may or may not get, how you interact, what your mood is. Every choice matters. So make every choice count. That's what we need to do to save this body, to make it last for as long as you want to be there. I remember my mom saying to me as I was trying to get her to stop smoking cigarettes and stop eating crap food, she would say, I just want to die happy. Like, you're 50 something years old. How? She died at 56. Did she die happy? I hope so. I really hope she got that wish, because she went out and gardened in the morning. She came in, she went to bed, and she died. She died after, she had a lunch. Who knows what she had for lunch? She died. And yeah, I don't think that was her vision, to leave her family behind at age 56, to leave my sister, who was 13 at the time, who has Down syndrome and relied on my mom to take care of her. I don't think she wanted that. I think she meant, I just want to have all my vices and still be happy. You can't do that. You can't do that. I watched my aunt, her sister, die of emphysema at age, I think it was 62, young, not old. And she died. She was miserable. She got the emphysema. She struggled. She couldn't breathe. I've watched these things happen. Right? My mom, for her sake, was fortunate that she died suddenly. Okay, she died suddenly, and she didn't go through the misery that her sister did, that her brother did. Right? She got to go quickly, but she got to leave all of us behind. And if she knew how much pain she caused us, she might have made different choices. Every choice matters. And here's a motto that I teach people and I live by. Nothing tastes as good as healthy feels. Nothing. I'm getting choked up. Excuse me. Nothing tastes as good as healthy feels. Nothing tastes as good as healthy feels. One of my patients said that to me years ago, and I've repeated it. Nothing tastes as good as healthy feels. So don't exchange what you want most for what you want in the moment. If you want most to be vibrant and healthy and be available for your family members, for your friends, for yourself, to make a contribution in the world, and what you want in the moment is that piece of chocolate cake. Make the choice for what you want most, okay? Because nothing tastes as good as healthy feels. It's 30 seconds on your tongue, and you get to live with the consequences. You really do. So I really, really want you to apply this. When I was in my 20s, I got sick. Not like deathly sick, like I had cancer or anything, but I got sick in the way that my brain was foggy. I was exhausted. I couldn't get out of bed in the morning. I had to drink 10 cups of black tea and Diet Coke all day long to keep myself awake. That was my life. I had stomach pain that doubled me over. I had headaches that I took aspirin for, and then it caused my stomach to get worse. I had sinus problems. And I'm like, okay, what do I do? Went from specialist to specialist to specialist. And nobody really had any solutions other than a drug. Take these steroids, take this antibiotic, take this ulcer medication, shoot up your sinuses with these steroids. And nothing really got me well for any length of time. It's temporary. So I finally, after sitting in the gastroenterologist's office, and he said, "You don't have an ulcer, good news." And I said, "Great news. What do I have and what do I do?" And he said, "Oh, just keep taking the ulcer medication." And I'm like, "But you just said I don't have an ulcer." And it didn't make sense to me. I was a very smart person, very logical in my computer days. And well, that doesn't make sense. I didn't know much about health, but it didn't make sense. And so I said, "Well, how long should I take it for?" And they said, "We don't know, maybe the rest of your life." And that's when visions of, dialysis and heart attacks and being hooked up to machines went through my head. I'm 25. This is ridiculous. 27, something in that age. And I said, "Well, could it be my diet? Because I didn't eat well. I ate a lot of fast food. I ate a lot of Cheetos. I ate a lot of ice cream. I didn't do much in the way of vegetables." And he said, "Oh, diet has nothing to do with your health." And me being the rebel, my mom always called me a rebel. I said, "Okay, I'm going to prove you wrong." And I left that office and I started to go to research before the internet, because this is back in the 80s, before the internet. So I researched. I went to the library, I went to the bookstores, I bought books and I started reading. And I started to change my diet. And I started to have glimpses of feeling better, but not quite there. Glimpses of feeling better, not quite there. And I kept researching until I found solutions. I learned about detoxification, I learned about fasting. And voila, my health turned around. And I have been super healthy ever since. And I'm now in my 60s. And I feel like I'm in my 30s. I may not look it, but I feel like it. And I'm so grateful that I had that experience in my 20s. And what I'm trying to do here is help others to not have that experience, not have that frustration, not have to suffer so much. And even if you have, to help you to find the solutions. So I had to do the work. I went and they gave me drugs. That didn't do the trick. I went to a couple of doctors who were more nutritionally oriented and they gave me bunches of supplements. And that started to do the trick, but not quite. But it wasn't until I learned about changing my diet, about the importance of consistent movement, about meditating. I didn't really meditate back then, but taking stress breaks, environmental things. And then I did the cleansing work. That's when I got better. And you can too. I've worked with people as old as in their 80s, 90s, even, and I see the improvements. So it's never, never too late. So here's the takeaway: you need to understand how your body works in order to be able to restore balance. And you need to change your habits to activate what's inside of you, the ability to have unstoppable health. So, my ask for you, what should you do now? subscribe to this channel. If you're on YouTube, subscribe, follow me on whatever other channel you're watching me on, and watch and learn. And there's a lot of great videos, and there's a lot of great evidence out there. I highly recommend that you take charge today. Don't wait till the end of January when your New Year's resolution of eating this and exercising that way go away, because it's just way too crazy, right? You have to make a change. That's not just until you lose the 30 pounds. It's not just until you get your energy back. It's for the rest of your life that you're going to restore this, because nothing tastes as good as healthy feels. So at the end of this month, no, beginning of next month, February 1st to 5th, put it on your calendar now. We'll be sending out information. And we're going to do something called fasting while feasting to help you get the benefits of fasting, which is what I did, without having to fast. It's very specific menu plans. You'll get a menu plan for every day. You'll get recipes for every day. And I can't wait to do it. We've done it a few times in the past, and people have had tremendous results. There's a whole bunch of evidence, and when we do it, you'll learn. So put it on your calendar, and you'll get some information. I'll definitely be doing some videos about it, but I'll be emailing my followers, my newsletter list. So start your day with balanced hormones. Here's a way to get it started. Just go to hormonehackingbreakfastmenus.com. It's a beautiful book. It's like multiple, like 30 pages, 25 pages, something like that. It's totally free. Just go to hormonehackingbreakfastmenus.com. And I will share with you, and it'll get you started. And then once you do the fasting while feasting in February, you're going to be on your way. And we're going to teach you how to use that and take it into your life and what you can do. So comment below in the comments here, and my team will make sure that we put the links in there. I just mentioned them, but if you're like me, you don't remember them in 30 seconds. So follow me here. Watch the next video if you're on YouTube, and I'll see you soon. Thank you. I'm looking at, I see a couple of comments. You saw that. Thank you, Rose, for commenting. She saw that nasty hamburger photo, and your comment was heart attack waiting to happen. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. So hi, everybody. And thank you for commenting, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.